Alright, YouTube, so now I got my Hellcat lifters over here. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. So then I place each one of them in the bracket. They've been soaked in oil for weeks. Sorry, it's a little hot outside, so just sweating my whole fluids out. I'll take this whole unit, bring it out. There it is. All right. So then I just do the other side, and pretty much it. After it's installed, I just gotta tie those. I believe it's 8 foot-pounds of torque on those holders. I spend a lot of time prepping the head, so I use this M3 brush, lots of M3 pads, brake cleaner, and WD-40 to get everything loosened up and cleaned up off the surface. I'll clean the pistons later. Hopefully all the carbon buildup will blow out of the cylinder, so I'm not too worried about those. But that's where we're at for today. Thanks for watching. So what I'm doing here, guys, I'm putting that PAC spring on the valve seats, which is chrome moly valve seats under, and the chrome moly retainers comes right after that. The tool goes right underneath that bolt, ties down on that little spot on there, and pretty much compress it and put the returners back on. With this kit, the instructions were you leave the OEM shims down there. I believe the shims that was given for the kit was number 6070 from ComCam. So that sat on over the OEM shims. And you pretty much get returned by the factory retainers, valve retainers. I didn't get in titanium because I said since I'm not really pushing that much power, I'm still planning to stick to 6.5, 7 pounds of boost with this motor. Don't want to blow it up. I want to be reliable, but kind of quick. So sticking with that ballpark wasn't necessary to spend the money to get some sort of valve returners. As you can see, I put just a little bit of ComCam assembly glue or lithium grease to just let the retainers just stick to the upper part of the valves so it doesn't fall down as I decompress the springs. You just have to kind of watch it with your eye and feel it with your hand as I'm doing in this video to kind of get a feel for it. Alright guys, back at it again. You have to make sure that all these bolt surfaces are super clean, so when you wash your sits on these heads, there's no debris or anything missing with your torque spec. All this stuff has been cleaned, so is the headers. I use these M3 brush again, clean everything to the best surface that you can get. When you touch these things, you should not feel any type of raised area or any gasket material whatsoever around this stuff. So I'm using the 6-1 header gaskets. That's the part number, and they come in with the steel side, and this goes towards the heat, so this will be clamped to the head, and this side will be towards the exhaust. All right, moving along. All right, Mopar fans, so got the ARP header bolts. Be going on my American Racing headers, 1 7/8 high flow cats. That's what I'll be using. Once I get halfway through installation, I'll show you guys what it looks like. But clean, all these surfaces are nice and clean. I don't feel any type of gasket material sticking to the surface there. So I'll be right back. All right, YouTube, showing you my spark plugs. These are the NGKs for the Pro Charger, for the boost application. They're supposed to be gapped at 28 thousandths, but unfortunately, whoever gapped them for me, they failed to do their job. So always double check your work, make sure everything is gapped properly and it's working. So that's where they need to be at, 28 thousandths. All right, YouTube. So put the heads back on. Sorry, like I said, it's a one-man show here. Put the long tube headers attached to the heads. They're bolted down. I haven't torqued them down yet, but I'm using ARP head bolts on this build. So now I'm gonna follow the sequence of 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 35, 70, and 100 foot-pounds, with these being 28 foot-pounds of torque. I still haven't torqued down this to 90 pounds, which I'm going to be doing shortly here. I got Amazon brought my tool for me to do that. I'll show you guys how I'm doing that and go from there. I'm using my old Husky torque wrench here. It's right at 35 pounds. So we'll get that dialed in and get it started. Sorry I couldn't show you everything. If you have any questions, just comment below. Thanks.